Welcome back, everybody, to Chicagoland garbage picking. We are back out here on a Thursday morning, and the first item that we found is this really big lantern. Whoa, didn't expect it to light up as I touched it. Definitely kind of falling apart like when I touch it, but it probably is fine. Like it's supposed to have screws there, but it doesn't have screws on the top for it to stay together. So I'm not so sure we're going to be taking this, but it is a very, very cool item. But nonetheless, I appreciate you joining me, and I hope we find a whole bunch of cool stuff. So let's continue on. All right, we got a bench here, nice plastic bench. Unfortunately, it's got a crack right here, and that's gonna pretty much make it unusable. But other than that, I mean, that's really clean inside. The outside's a little bit dirty from just being sitting in the elements, so it's a shame that it looks like somebody sat down on it too hard or some sort of the situation there. So that's unfortunate. It's a pretty nice bench. Otherwise, that probably would have been $40 if it was not cracked. Alright, let's check this guy out. We got a pair of benches. Or maybe it was one? No, it's a pair. These sides here are awfully chewed up though. Yeah, so that's gonna be a no-go for us here. You could just feel how soft the wood is. It rained yesterday, so that's not helping anything, but this stuff's too far gone. So that's 3 stops now, and nothing good to grab. But it is garbage. You get comments like that all the time. Well, it's garbage, what do you expect? I expect the good stuff, and I know it's out here, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, there's gonna be something right around that corner, I know it. So yesterday ended up getting cut short, but nonetheless, we are back out here, and hopefully we can find some stuff. Yesterday we barely even got anything. This is kind of a nice table, got metal legs. I wish it didn't have this huge scratch right down the middle of it. And definitely this is a no-go, because this is definitely water damaged right here in the corner. And then we got this, but this is supposed to have like some drawers in it, but the drawers are non-existent. And this is pretty nasty, and I'm not so sure what you would do with that table right here. It looks like maybe a kid's table. So it's a no-go for us, but we are back out here. Obviously, I think in the last clip I just said 3 stops in and we didn't get anything. Well, we didn't end up getting anything at all yesterday, but hopefully we get some stuff this morning. All right, over here we have a cube shelf, actually a really big one, all things considered. And I was kind of nervous when getting out of here, and I thought that maybe one of these shelves was broken, but it looks like just these backings are off, and the backings really aren't that important, all these considered. So let's flip this guy around and check it out. This is actually a bigger one than normal. We do have one damaged shelf down here, which is gonna probably make it a no-go unless I can get this. Like sometimes I get the peg out and then I just sell it as a shelf without one of these. And then it looks like either they built it wrong and this is backwards, which happens more often than you'd think, or just the veneer is off on this piece. With the condition of it, I'm probably gonna leave it. So that is unfortunate. If you're new here and this is your first video, and this is like the 6th thing that I've stopped for, and I'm basically just showing you garbage that is, I'm not saving it, I'm not doing anything with it. I understand maybe the frustration, but I'm just trying to take you guys along, see what we can see, and I'm sure we're gonna get something pretty soon here. Just kind of how it goes sometimes, but I hope you guys can stick around. Now, I think yesterday we found one of these benches, but we didn't take it because it was cracked. But maybe we will have some better luck with this one. Get some really nasty mattresses there. Let's check this guy out. And I'll pick those back up, don't worry. And I will put them right back on this cracked bench. Should have seen that before I even messed with it. So pretty significant cracking, and it's missing the top like it has here. So that's unfortunate. I put all this stuff back together. All this stop means is I just have to touch these dirty mattresses. All right, I usually have success with these mats. These are good for gymnastics, whatever you need. But man, I can't make this up. Every single thing I stop for is like pretty much completely ruined. Yeah, this one's got the same situation. Normally it's not like this. Normally you see stuff that's, you know, at least salvageable. Can't really do much with ripped up play mats. So what are you gonna do? It is trash, right? All right, I got a good feeling about this cedar chest here. It looks like they started painting it, they primed it, didn't finish it up. Let's check it out. Or maybe it was intentionally painted white at some point. The inside is still pretty good. It's missing the tray here, where the tray is falling apart, but that can just be taken off. No issues. And here's the rest of it. But overall, obviously you would prefer it not being painted like this, but the wood isn't too bad. Get a little chip there, but people like these lane cedar chests, so we'll grab this one and hopefully sell it. I would say maybe 20-25 bucks in the condition that it's in. Somebody's definitely gonna need to put some work in to make it worth their while. So nonetheless, these might be kind of cool if they are tables, which I think they are. So we got 3 of them here. Or maybe it might be a shelf. Can't really tell, because this is the reason that there's no caps on these is because they stack on each other. And then what's that extra piece of glass? Let's flip this one upside down. Let's see. Gotta be careful about the glass. But yeah, I think that this is like a shelf. Let's put the camera down real quick. Make sure you guys can see. What I'm thinking is it goes like this. Okay. Back in the bit there. So I mean, it's kind of nice. Okay. And then maybe that last piece of glass goes on the bottom somehow, or it used to. We'll take it. It's a little rustier than I would like. Probably was in a bathroom of some sort. But overall, I think it's not too bad, and I think it's a cool piece. Kind of wish it was the tables that I originally thought it was, but nonetheless, we'll grab it. Got a cozy coupe back here. This one's one of the newer ones. The eyes are a little bit different. And it looks like it's pretty clean, so we'll grab this. Ooh. Of course, it is absolutely full of water, like they always are, but we don't need that car right there. So I'll just, usually the water will come right out of the gas thing right here, so we'll try to flip it over. Yeah, you see that? But there's a lot in this one. Unfortunately, let's see if we can get it all out without getting the camera wet. A lot of water. the gas cap off of this guy. Well, that should just pop right back on. That should be good enough for me. I'll put it upright so it doesn't spill all over the van, hopefully. We'll throw the gas cap right in the back there. I don't think I could fit it in the van, but do you think one of those would sell? Obviously, I'm just kidding about that, but... Back here, it looks like we have a seesaw and maybe some other things to check out. These are little plastic seesaws. Don't sell for much, but they do sell. I thought this was like the remnants of a trampoline, but I think it actually might be like a hula hoop. Not sure. I don't think we need it either way. But what we will take is this crocodile seesaw. It's kind of cool. Usually get like $5-8 for these, but it'll probably make some kid really happy with it, so it's worth grabbing. We got a little pile going on back here. Well, actually multiple piles. I never know when I see these like slow signs here. Like, are they throwing it out? It's right next to their garbage, but like these kind of tend to sit on the side of the road, if that makes sense. You see them, you know, people put flags sticking out of right here, and you know, just try to encourage people to drive slow in their neighborhoods if you're not familiar with what they are. I think this one is trash, and I've always kind of wondered, like, would that sell? I think they would. So we'll probably grab that. I mean, I don't see why it would be that close to their garbage if it wasn't. But other than that, I don't think there's really anything here. So we'll grab our slow sign and move along with it. All right, this is probably gonna be our last find of the day. Another trunk here, not a lane, but we'll still check it out. Could be still pretty nice. Ooh. But the top on this guy is gonna be an absolute no-go. That's definitely too far gone, unfortunately. This would have been nice for, you know, toys, nice little toy box. Maybe was at some point in its life, but unfortunately its life is going to be over. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for us here today. It was a fairly okay day. Started out slow, but we did end up getting some decent stuff. Most of the stuff we got is plastic, so it's always good to, you know, give that stuff a little bit extra bit of life, because stuff's probably going to be on the planet for longer than you and I will be around. So you want to make sure that you get as much use out of it if we're going to be using plastic like we do. But nonetheless, that's just my environmental concerns coming out a little bit. Tomorrow, I am going down to Western Springs. It was my first big, huge video that really took off. It's got like 16,000 views of the trash picking that I did there last year. Couldn't get a babysitter for today to go out today and tomorrow, so we're just gonna go out tomorrow morning. Hopefully we can fill the van with some really cool stuff there. So if you're not subscribed, please leave me a subscription and I'll get that video out probably Sunday or Monday, depending on how the weekend ends up turning out. But leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscription. All the support has been really, really great. I really appreciate everything that all the support I've been getting. So thank you for that. I will see you guys in the next one and hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye now.